All right, this video is about exposure. So let's say you want to expose yourself to this area. For some reason, you're triggered, you have a phobia, it scares you, it's triggering a stress response. You know, you got all the alarms ringing, right? For everybody, they have different alarms, but for you, it's this, right? This could be a field, grocery store, being out in public, anywhere. Your car, driving, highway, let this represent it. So, when you want to do exposure, you want to do it without white knuckling, and you want to allow the alarms to be there. So right now, you're in the front, right? And you're thinking, okay, so this is the way not to do it. You go here and you go, all right, I got to get to the end of there. So that's how many feet? Not sure. But as soon as I go through here to there, when I get from here to there, that's how many feet it is, and that's the ending. I just got to get there. As soon as I'm there, my exposure is done. So I got to do the exposure. You know, I was told this is how you recover. You got to do exposure. So let's do it. All right. Okay. All right. Fuck. Okay. We're almost done. We're halfway there. Don't no. Look straight. Look straight. We're good. Exposure. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, all those alarms were going like crazy, and I made it. Oh man, I made it. Whew, okay, that's it for today, man. That was insane. Okay, let's go to the car. So did you notice? Did you notice any red flags with that? The whole process was you surviving, white knuckling. And that sends a response to the brain that what we're exposing through right now is dangerous because I am surviving through it. So yes, the alarm that you put on was correct. So keep that alarm on. But we want to turn off alarms. So we got to change our response. So yes, when you go through this exposure, we're going to do it right now. We're not doing this. We're going to go, you know what? You're overcooked spaghetti. You're overcooked noodles. You're just, you just let loose in your body. Let loose. Right? Like you're drunk. Like you're lazy and drunk and, you're overcooked noodles. And then, okay, we're halfway there. But we're engaging. You know what? I'm going to stop. And I'm going to drag this out a bit. I'm going to have a conversation with somebody. Meanwhile, while this is happening during my exposure, my alarms are going crazy, right? You're in a war zone right now. You're freaking out. Your brain's going, you have to get out of here. We gotta fight, or we gotta flee. And there's a sense of urgency, right? And you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna feel scared. And it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. Yes, it is. But you need to. Oh, look at my nose hairs. Lovely. I gotta clip that one. You need to sit in the fear. Sit in the fear and allow yourself to be scared. This is where you learn how to be uncomfortable. You got to get discomfortable. You got to feel scared. But we're sending a message of, even though it sucks, right? And you're going slow, you're walking slow, you get to near the end, and you go, give me more, Limby. Send me more alarms. I'm loving this. Lean into the alarms. Lean into the discomfort. Oh, look, there's the finish line. Nope, that's not a finish line. Guess what? That's the start line. All right. No, we don't have a start line. We don't have a finish line. We're just taking our time. You know what? Over there, I'm going to go look at the ingredients behind the Snickers chocolate bar, right? We're just going to look here. Take our time. Allow the alarms to run wild. Yes, you feel like shit. Yes, you're scared. You're sitting in the fear. Lean in to the alarms and ask for more. Give me more, Limby. Show me what you got. All right? And then, okay, I think we're good. And you walk at the last moment. You walk slowly. Right? And then you celebrate and engage. You go, you know what? I did it. So your alarms were at a 10, right? And you just did an exposure. They went from a 0 to a 10. Well, you're probably at a 9 before, but now you're really triggering a stress response. So I'm going to say, okay, you went up to a 20, right? And you're supposed to be at a 0. So you triggered a stress response, you're at a 20. You did this, okay, it sucks. You engage with your life, you go home, you eat food, whatever. And then you come back and you do it again a couple times in that day or tomorrow. So you do this all over again. You keep doing this with repetition over and over and over again. And eventually the brain will go from a 10 to a 5 to a 3 to a 2 to a 1, and it'll go, meh. It'll go, let's turn off that alarm. Let's just turn that off. It's not important enough. I'm bored of it. We've exposed enough. You sent the right response. We turn the alarm off. And with all this exposure, yes, your baseline's going up a bit. You take 10 steps back. But in the long run, it allows your baseline to calm down because there's less alarms to deal with. So we'll do more of these exposure videos, give you an example of how not to respond and how to respond the correct way. And, just copycat what I do. Make your mistakes, it's okay. And eventually your alarms will start to come down. And then your baseline will start to come down. I should say your alarms will turn off and your baseline will start to calm down. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to keep doing like a series of these. I think that's a good idea. Allow an engaged series where you elevate. So it's like a 3-in-1. 2 birds, 18 stones. All right. Next video.